The Battle of Waterloo, Napoleon's final defeat. The Battle of Waterloo was fought on June 18, 1815, by the French against the Antifa coalition in the Belgian town of Waterloo. The battle ended with a decisive victory for the Antifa. The battle ended the Napoleonic Empire. The battle was also the last battle of Napoleon waged. Napoleon was banished after his defeat and has since retired from the stage of history. At the beginning of March 1815, Napoleon promptly escaped from Elba Island and landed in the south of France. Gathering his old troops along the way, Napoleon entered Paris on the 20th and ascended to the throne again. 25th, Britain, Russia, Prussia, and Austria formed the 7th coalition against the French in Vienna and were determined to send 700,000 troops to defeat Napoleon once and for all. The Anglo-Dutch Allied forces and Prussian troops were the first to enter Belgium. Napoleon planned to cut off the link between the Anglo-Dutch Allied forces and the Prussian army in Belgium, and then attack the Russian and Austrian armies. On the 18th, the Duke of Wellington, commander-in-chief of the Anglo-Dutch Allied forces, led an army, 68,000 men and 154 guns, to occupy a position south of Waterloo, with Mount Saint-Jean as the base for the echelon configuration, with reserves placed behind the mountain and cavalry concealed on the two flanks, guarding the Boulevard de Bruxelles and blocking the French army. 11:30, Napoleon launched an attack with superior forces, 73,000 men, 270 guns. First by the Royal Army feint attack on the right flank of the Allied forces, met with stubborn resistance. 13:30, 16,000 people of the Army of the Des Orleans Battalion in column formation to the main attack on the left flank of the Allied forces and their central front position of the St. Lazare Manor, killed and wounded by the other side of the fire, but did not succeed. At about 22 o'clock, more than 100,000 Allied troops launched a full-scale counterattack, and the situation took a sharp turn for the worse. French reinforcements did not arrive, although they tried their best to resist, but due to the disparity of forces, the result was a total rout. Napoleon fled from the battlefield with a small number of followers. In this battle, the French army suffered 34,000 casualties and were captured, while the Allied forces suffered 23,000 casualties. Napoleon's reconnaissance was insufficient, his generals were wrong, his troops were dispersed before the battle, and he increased his troops one by one during the attack, without forming a surprise fist. He changed his determination after the first unfavorable battle, and his command was not decisive. Duke of Wellington, in the determination, choose a position, organize the defense, and coordinate the action of the various departments, have shown high command talent. The victory at Waterloo made the Duke of Wellington a hero and was warmly welcomed by the people. Napoleon's fate, on the other hand, was incredibly bleak, and he was exiled to the Atlantic island of St. Helens. There, Napoleon spent the rest of his life, and the proud emperor slowly disappeared into the ruins.